Previously on Meerkat Manor, Flint was under pressure, keeping her Hakuna Matata family out of harm's way, while Whiskers' boy Lilac cast a roving eye over her younger sisters. And Swift's new pups emerged from the burrow for the very first time. They say that home is where the heart is. But a home must also provide protection and the means to survive. When either is lacking, or fate forces your hand, sometimes your only choice is to move on. Dawn marks the start of a new adventure at the Whiskers burrow. It's time for the youngest members, Laker, Hatchie and Fly, to experience life beyond the burrow. Everybody is itching to get out and escort them on this important occasion. No one more so than their mother, family matriarch Swift. Itching being the operative word. One of the downsides of staying put in a nursery burrow for more than a month is it becomes increasingly infested with parasites. No amount of housework is going to fix this. It's time to quit the Flea Pit. When everyone's ready, the family sets off. They don't get very far before hunger gets the better of them. Keeping watch as everyone tucks in is unlucky in love, Lilac. After his failed attempt at roving, he's back home with Mum and Dad. He may need more practice attracting girls, but he's a dab hand at sentry duty. And he'll do everything he can to protect his baby sisters. At 5 weeks old, they're now ready for their first lesson in bug hunting. Step 1. Observe your older siblings. Big Sister Bones has an impressive technique. Hatchie gets the idea, but discovers that it's not as easy as it looks. It seems that success is relative to size and strength. Laker takes a different approach. One that requires a lot less effort. That juicy gecko looks big enough for two. Bones turns out to be a soft touch and gives her the whole thing. That should keep her little sister quiet for a while. After the pit stop, Swift is eager to get going. The wind is picking up, making it harder to smell or hear predators. For everyone's safety, she needs to keep her family close and keep them moving. Partner Breer will bring up the rear. His eyes may be old, but he won't leave anyone behind. Swift pushes on. She must find a new home for her family before the sun sets. Across the manor, another mother is leading her family through the desert. Hakuna Matata's dominant female, Flint Lockwood, is pregnant again. But she's struggling to provide for the pups she's already got. There's little in the way of cooling breeze here. And in her small, parched territory, pickings are slim. 3-month-old Azizi is no longer a novice hunter. There's just nothing here. Everybody's feeling the pinch, and it's Flint's job to solve the problem. She also needs to consider her unborn pups. Standing at the border of her territory, Flint faces a dilemma. Venturing further, she could lead her family to a more secure future. But if they trespass onto a rival family's patch, she could land them in serious trouble. Crossing into potential enemy territory is the ultimate test of courage for any leader. For one so inexperienced and pregnant, it's a risky move indeed. But Flint does have one potential asset. New partner, Finnick. Though quite the family man now, before hooking up with Flint, he led a bachelor's life, roving all over the manor. His navigational know-how could be just what this overstretched mum needs. But can she rely on Finnick to lead them all to a better life? As they cross into the unknown, Flint is about to find out. On the Whiskers side of the manor, the pups have now travelled quite a distance. The blustery wind is making it hard to hear warning calls. And everyone's getting a little jumpy. Suddenly, Lilac sounds an alarm. But instead of bolting for cover, nobody seems to know what to do. It's not clear what kind of danger. Is it a bird of prey? Or something on the ground? Mole Rat joins Lilac to see if he can decipher what the problem is. Then he spots it. A solitary figure 30 meters away. There's no question what the threat is now. The stranger may be alone, but if he's got his family with him, this could turn into a territorial battle, with the weakest picked off first. It's everyone for themselves as they search for somewhere to hide. But where is the enemy now? In these bushes, it's impossible to tell. Lilac finds a bolt hole, but it turns out to be no entry. The entrance tunnel has collapsed, blocking access. Exposed above ground, Swift doesn't have many options. She goes for stealth. And using the undergrowth for cover, leads her family onwards. She can only hope she is taking them away from danger. Across the dunes, Flint's hopes for better fortune are falling on stony ground. In the burning heat of the midday sun, the pace has dropped to little more than an amble. Far from navigating up front, Finnick seems to be dawdling at the back. And there's a distinct lack of discipline in the ranks. Tired, hot, and hungry, petty squabbles are breaking out over food. Plucky Azizi wants her dad's lunch, but he's having none of it. All this is undermining Flint's authority. Time is marching on. She needs to find a place with better prospects for her growing family, and a new burrow to eventually give birth in. The stakes are extremely high for this inexperienced leader. After an adrenaline-fueled morning, the Whiskers take a moment to catch their breath. The wind has dropped, and the menacing stranger seems to have vanished. Everyone is shaken, but at least they're together. The pups' first day away from the burrow is proving to be unexpectedly arduous, and they are exhausted. Lilac does his best to comfort his sisters. Bria offers some fatherly reassurance. All this running around is taking its toll on his old bones, so he's glad of a rest too. Swift can't afford such indulgence. She has to stay focused on the task in hand. So, where to now? For the sake of her pups, she'd better have a good plan. As afternoon turns to early evening, time is running out on Flint's house hunting mission. Finnick's dawdling earlier cost them valuable travelling time. But his inside track on the manor has led them to a new area and a new burrow. He wastes no time scent-marking the des res. It's certainly big enough for the whole family, and boasts multiple entrances. Someone's been here before, but no one's currently in residence, and it doesn't look like it needs any major renovations. But the menu choices at the local diner appear to be rather limited. And there's an even more significant drawback. Positioned between two roads, this place is a potential death trap. Finnick might have delivered the best house, but it's on the worst street. This is no place to raise a young family. Flint's hopes of finding a perfect home have yet to materialize. But for tonight, at least, it will have to do. As dusk falls, it's time for Swift to reveal her plans for her family. The pups badly need to get their heads down for the night. So where is their new family home? A derelict water tank is not your typical manor house. and it's hard to fathom exactly what it has to offer. They may have to wait until morning for this concrete carbuncle to reveal its potential. For now, they'll simply have to trust their leader. After a good night's sleep, the Whiskers are waking up to their new reality. A wide-eyed lilac has never seen anything like it. But Swift seems very much at home. Was this her intended destination all along? It has an excellent sun terrace. And Laker, Hatchie and Fly seem thrilled with their adventure playground. Even if it is very different from what they're used to. But just look at that view. It's not the most conventional of locations, but it is abundant with life. And there can be no doubt that Swift has done well bringing her family here. She has shown a glimpse of who she really is. A worthy leader with the wisdom and courage of her forebears. In her, the Whiskers dynasty truly lives on. But Swift would do well to remember that when the Kalahari gives with one hand, it can take with another. Even in the most bountiful paradise, trouble is never far away. And every family's fortune can change in a heartbeat.